Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Chomby. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars of the sport. Honus Wagner, always exciting to see him in action, and it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boog, it's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. And this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation because you never see him give away an at-bat.
Just a little bit away from first pitch. And today's starter, Jose Quintana. Chris, he's looking for a bounce back this season.
Yeah, and I think this guy understands that if he doesn't make quicker adjustments and show improvement, that the patience that his manager has will not last as long as it did last year. So we'll see if he can get off to a great start. Perhaps the work that he did in the offseason will show good results early on, but he's got to get out of the gates going strong, or else he may find himself in the bullpen or back in the minor leagues.
On the ground, Mazeroski picks it up, fires to first on the run. One up, one down. Here's a Cardinals lineup now. It features a great veteran presence, Lou Brock.
Well, they managed to hit over 300 last season, and I know batting average isn't as valued as it used to be. It's all about on-base percentage, or OPS, on-base and slugging. But 300's a big deal, man, especially with the nasty stuff that these guys have and the velocity they throw as well.
No score, just getting started, top of the first. Ground ball, left side. Zips it across. Quick start to this afternoon's action. Two gone.
Batting third, the right fielder, Michael Lee.
Two outs, base is empty. And here is Michael Lee. Next pitch misses. 2-1. And that one hammered. That's back there. And it's off the wall. Throws to second. Not going to get him. He's in there. Michael Lee with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Stan Musial. 3-2 now. Hit on the ground to the right side. Sneaks through, base hit. Lee coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Slides his hand in there. Safe. And it's 1-0.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Next one misses. 2-1. And a pitch. And a base hit up the middle. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Now Molina at the plate. Line drive, base hit. Musial around third. And that gets all the way to the wall. One run across. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and they're up by 3.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball, and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Tommy Edman at the plate. Runner leads away at second. And another ball.
You know, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Man at second. That misses the zone. And the count is 3-1. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A towering home run. And they add to their lead. It's 5-zip.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. The pitch. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And O'Neill is retired. And that is that. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Pirates coming up. We go to the bottom of the first. Today's starting pitcher, Bob Gibson. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
Bottom of the first. Here's the shortstop at the play, Honus Wagner. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Next pitch inside, and the count is 3-1. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Sliced hard but foul. This one high in the air to left center. Brock giving chase. Brings it in with a nice running grab. One up, one down. We take a check of the Pirates lineup put together by manager Derek Shelton. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Yeah, and you expect a club like this to gel and to put things together. When you break camp of spring training, sometimes you're a little too anxious. You're trying to make things happen instead of allowing them to happen. And I think that's going to happen eventually for this team.
Lined, and that's a base hit.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
At the plate, Roberto Clemente. Next pitch is outside.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
And the righty deals. He swings and fouls one off. Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. He made him pay for that one, and they cut into the deficit. It's 5-2. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? But a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
1 out, base is empty. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Ralph Kiner. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And down on strikes he goes. That's out number 2.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Stargell.
Here's the veteran first baseman, Willie Stargell. 2 down, nobody on. And it's filled up.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
The wind and the pitch. Swing and a ball hammered left field, way back there. And he can't make the play. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball. And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats.
So digging in, Dave Parker.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
Here's a 1-1. Hard ground ball, base knock. Runner holds at third, so even with 2 outs, they didn't risk it.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Up next for the Pirates, Jason Bay. That's a base hit as a run scores.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Jason Kendall. And a pitch. That one hit to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That is the inning. We head to the second from PNC Park. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Pirates 3. Top of the second, and now the veteran third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Here comes a pitch. And so the lefty allows the leadoff free pass.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
So the lineup flips over. And up next for St. Louis, Ozzie Smith. A switch hitter batting right. On the ground right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now batting.
Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Stepping in, Lou Brock. Left-hand batter waits. And that's downstairs and outside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. Kiner turns to the right on the move.
So important for him to control the heart rate right now. He's got to go through the heart of this lineup.
And a swing and a miss. One away.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice two-strike pitch, though.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Michael Lee.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
Next pitch is popped up.
Infield fly rule, batter's out. Now batting, the first baseman, Stan Musial.
And now here is Stan Musial. Singled and scored his first time. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Could be extra bases. Runner around third and to score. Now 2 runs score, and they lead by 4. That ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat. And I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
And the Pirates manager making his way to the mound now as he will make the move. Jose Quintana won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Anthony Banda gets the ball now. He'll try to strand the runner at second.
Number 52, Anthony Banda.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. Swing and a ball popped up. Wagner gets under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Cardinals 7 and the Pirates 3. Back here in Pittsburgh, we head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the second baseman, Bill Mazeroski. And a 1-1.
He needs a quick 1-2-3 this time around. Last inning, threw a lot of pitches.
Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff for the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though. Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
Got him looking. Leadoff man retired here in the second. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Honus Wagner, a guy who makes an impact not just at the plate but also in the field. Righty delivers. And a big swing and a miss. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And 2 away now.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Now batting Key Brian Hayes. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and the count 1-2. To say Bob Gibson's season in 1968 was outstanding is an understatement. His ERA that year was 1.12. That's so dominant it doesn't even seem possible. Hard hit left side. Dives and he can't hang on. See, fantastic effort, but that extends the inning.
Well, you could tell he was sniffing that hit all the way. Great hustle getting down the line. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Roberto Clemente will hit next. He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer his first time up. Right-hander kick steals. And he hits a ground ball right side. Edman slings to first. And that is the inning. Pirates leave 1. They're down 4. It's 7-3. Back here at PNC Park. And now Yadier Molina. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. And a pitch. And a foul ball.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
And here it comes. On the ground, right side. Throw over to Stargell. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
The batter number 19, second baseman, Tommy Edman.
Tommy Edman next up for the Cardinals. The wind of the pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The big lefty turns, kick, steals. This one smoked out to left. Leaping try, but it's off his glove. Safely into second. He's got a double.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
So a man aboard. Now up for St. Louis, Tyler O'Neill. And he deals. And fouled off. Base hit center field. Here comes Edman around third. He'll score, and it's 8-3.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. 112 miles per hour. The ball seemed to explode off the bat right there. He put everything together on that swing, so that's one of those knocks that feels a little extra sweet.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Pitch misses inside. Ball 2.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
And a pitch. That one fouled off. 2-2. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup, and there's 2 down.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
Ozzie Smith now at the plate. 2 outs. Ground ball to the right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Cardinals 8 and the Pirates 3. Welcome back. Now here is Ralph Kiner.
Well, he's back out here for the 3rd, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
The pitch. Ripped into right center. Base hit.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Man at first, and now the first baseman, Willie Stargell. At the belt and fires. And a count 1-2.
If you're trying to come up with the ideal clubhouse presence and team leader, Willie Stargell pops. Probably the best you could possibly do.
And a 1-2. Stays alive. And you talk about Stargell's leadership. I don't think there's ever been a more close-knit team than that Pirates squad of the late 70s. And he was the heart of that team. Remember that team's theme song, Sister Sledge? We Are Family? This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. Safe at second. Runner at second, nobody out. Three-two now.
3-2.
A rope into right, and that's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
And now Dave Parker. Next pitch is in the dirt. And now it's 3-2. Kicks and deals. And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
Oh, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a full scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Kiner on third. Stargell on second. Parker on at first with nobody out. On the ground, 2 ball. Off balance feed, there's 1. And a run scores on the double play.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Jason Kendall. The 3-1 is on the way. And there's a foul ball. The pitch. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On to inning number 4. It's the Cardinals 8 and the Buccos 4. Start of the 4th, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Lou Brock. And we're looking at one of the greatest base stealers of all time standing at the plate, the incomparable Lou Brock.
Full count.
Swing and a miss, and it's a full count now. And now the lefty. And that one lifted in the air center field. That's a hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
So a man aboard, and now the right fielder, Michael Lee. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender. And it's even up. Until Ricky Henderson came along, Brock was the king of the stolen base. His record stood for a long time. Pickoff move to first. Back in there standing. The pitch. Popped up. Hayes has a beat on it. Brings it in. One down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Now it's going to be Stan Musial. This guy has turned into a beast. To measure what a force Stan the Man was for the Cardinals, look at his first decade in the league. In those years, he won 3 MVP awards and finished second another 3 times. Kiner makes the play. 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Paul Goldschmidt.
So now here's the DH, Paul Goldschmidt.
With Musial, it's the consistency that really sets him apart for me. He hit 300 or better in every one of his first 17 seasons in the bigs.
Bonda keeping an eye on him. The pitch. And there's something you don't see very much in today's game, the pitch out. On the ground to first. He steps on the bag. That ends the frame. So 1 left for the Cardinals, but they still lead it by a count of 8-4. Back here at the ballpark, ready to go, bottom 4. Here's the second baseman, Bill Mazeroski.
And I'll tell you, hitting 300 is hard enough to do over the course of 1 full season. To do it almost 20 straight seasons like Stan the Man did is just ridiculous.
The 2-1. And that's just foul. You talk about consistency for Musial. How about this? He had as many hits on the road, 1,815, as he did at home, 1,815. Chop to third. Arenado to first in time. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Now batting, shortstop, Hannes Wagner.
Up next for the Pirates, Hannes Wagner. Pitch misses, and that's ball 3. the righty deals.
3-1 count, saying to himself, I've got to get a fastball here. Just spins a get me over breaking ball to bring the count full.
Turned on, but foul wide of third. The kick, the 3-2. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Out to short. Smith picks it up, whips it to first on the run. 2 up, 2 down.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
2 outs, base is empty. Key Brian Hayes, the next to hit. And the right-hander deals. Puts it in the air out towards left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that's the 3rd out. Bucks go down quietly. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. And welcome back. Ready now for the 5th inning. And here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. The wind and the pitch. That misses. 3-1.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And the 3-1. Ripped on a line to center. Makes a nice running catch. And there's one away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And a foul ball left side. Next pitch is popped up, and they get Edman for the out. 2 away.
Up next for the Cardinals, the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
2 outs, base is empty. And now here's a speed threat, outfielder Tyler O'Neill. Here's a 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Two down, nobody on. Stays alive. The 1-2. And that's outside. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Next offering is down low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The wind of the pitch. No, with the shift on, hits right into it. Wagner with the throw to first. And that is that. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. But they still lead it by a count of 8-4. We head to the bottom of the 5th. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Roberto Clemente. The Pirates in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here. There's so much Clemente can do at the plate and in the field.
1-2 here. Chases in the dirt. Slider there. Gets him. One away on a drop, third strike.
The batter, the left fielder, Ralph Kiner.
So up next, Ralph Kiner. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Foul ball. And a pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Next pitch downstairs, and it's 2-2. Righty delivers.
Now they've made him really work in this one. His 100th pitch coming in just the 5th inning.
Righty to the plate. That one out to right. And puts the squeeze on it. That's out number 2.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Willie Stargell getting ready to hit. And now 2-2.
Ball down, 3-2.
Got him. Out number 3. And 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. Top 6. Here's Nolan Arenado.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
The wide to kick the pitch. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Bay moving back for this one. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
So the batting order turns over. Ozzie Smith next up for the Cardinals.
There are hitters you love to watch hit, pitchers you love to watch pitch, but with Ozzie Smith, he was a player you love to watch field his position, a shortstop virtuoso.
Tapped softly on the ground. On the run, sent it over to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Lou Brock digs in now. Good contact guy, good defender. The great thing about Ozzie in the field was that he could make any play he needed to. Diving stops, jump throws, cross body throws. Line drive, base hit, right field.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. Looped that one in there for the knock. Definitely got that pitch on the outside of the cap a little bit, but he made it work for him.
Runner at first with 2 away. Michael Lee now at the plate. And a pitch. There's a strike.
It took Ozzie almost 3,000 left-handed at-bats until he hit his first home run from that side of the plate, and he did it in style, a walk-off shot to win Game 5 of the '85 NLCS for the Cardinals.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Throws to first. That's out number 3. 6, 7, 8 due in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Cardinals 8 and the Buccos 4. Well, we go bottom 6. And now Dave Parker. Next offering misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. Out of here. His first homer of the year, and they cut into the lead. It's 8-5.
That one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Next to hit, Jason Bay. Next offering is downstairs.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Here comes a pitch. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Back there. And out of here. He flexes his power with that swing, and they're chipping away. It's 8-6.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Steven Matz. He's being eased into the game here with the bases empty.
Well, at this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Now Jason Kendall out to short, sends it across to first, 1 away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer.
Up next to the Cardinals, the second baseman, Bill Mazeroski.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Bill Mazeroski. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
Now batting, shortstop.
So the Pirates batting order turns over. Next to hit, Honus Wagner. In the air, left side. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Ke'Bryan Hayes, the next Pirate to hit. And here it comes. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. Giovanni Gallegos getting ready to go. Helsley warming up as well. And now it's 1-2. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Over to Edman. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. It's now 8-6. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Will Crowe. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. Top of inning number 7. And here's the first baseman, Stan Musial. Next pitch is popped up. Racing, makes the catch. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Cardinals, The designated hitter, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's the Cardinal DH, Paul Goldschmidt, 1 for 3. The 3-1. Ripped, but it curls foul. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 2 away to start the 7th. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Right-hander kicks, deals. Stays alive. Two now. Now a fly ball to right center. Bay moving to his left. Nice grab on the run. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Redbirds down quietly. They lead at 8-6. Up next for the Pirates, Roberto Clemente. And it was a homer back in the 1st inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast. His fans were just still getting into their seats here at the ballpark. So if you showed up late to this one, you missed out on a big moment early on.
Here's a 1-1.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will. This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
Next offering in the dirt, and now 3-1.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Well, that'll bring the tying run to the plate, so all eyes on the man coming to the dish right now.
Here's a big power threat, Ralph Kiner.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Next one is off the plate, and a count 2-1. Clemente gets his lead at first, nobody out. Next pitch off the plate, 3-1. And he deals. And that's in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, try to stay out of a double play here.
Maybe a 2-ball, 5, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
The first baseman, number 8, Willie Stargell.
Willie Stargell, the next Pirate to hit. Left-hand batter waits. Just missed. Left-hand hitter waits. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. And the pitch.
We got a full count. 3-2.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. The wind of the pitch. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
In the dirt, but kept close. Throws down to first, but he wasn't going anywhere. Here's a 2-1.
Ball 3.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
3-1 now, and there's ball 4.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
And now they turn to Giovanni Gallegos, and he'll work on holding this lead. Jason Bay, the next Pirate to hit.
Well, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Here's a 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 1-2. Out to short. Smith handles the chance. They take the force out, and that is that. Pirates strand a couple. Can't cut into an 8-6 deficit. Pirates with a new arm on the mound, Heath Hembree. And his job is to collect quick outs and keep his team within striking distance. Now up for St. Louis, Tommy Edman.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Next offering is in for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Dylan Peters, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. One-two now. Right side. Pulls it in on the run. One away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Tyler O'Neill next up for the Cardinals. The 1-1. And that one missing low. Fouls one off. 2-2. The pitch. Stays alive. And a foul ball. Kicks and fires. And now it's filled up. The pitch. The punch out there. Down on strikes. And he knew it.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for St. Louis, Nolan Arenado. Hit hard. That gets through.
Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. And here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Ozzie Smith. He's turned into one of the best shortstops in the game. Bay makes the catch, and that'll do it. The Cards leave one. They lead at 8-6. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Jason Kendall. One now. That's a strike. Action in the pen down there. Gerald Vaughn, the closer, is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. Next pitch is popped up. Smith sends it to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Bill Mazeroski.
Now it's the second baseman, Bill Mazeroski. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And a ball and 2 strikes. And downstairs. The pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Right-handed reliever. And that just misses. Kicks and deals. Smoked on the ground to second. In plenty of time to first. Fine play in the hole for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Cardinals.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Ryan Helsley. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise.
Number 56, Ryan Helsley.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's a speed threat, Honus Wagner. Ground ball, Musial. He handles it himself. Inning over. 9th inning coming up. It's the Cardinals 8 and the Pirates 6. The left-hander on now, Dylan Peters. And he'll do his best to keep this close. All set to start the 9th in this one. And stepping in is the speedy Lou Brock. The 1-1. Bunting, and it's in the air. And the bunt attempt doesn't work out.
Now batting, right fielder,
Michael Lee next up for the Cardinals. He's a guy who does it all. 2-1 now. And a good eye there.
Inside 3-2 the count. So they're trying to stay in on the hands Not let them get extended, because that's where the potential for damage exists.
And a payoff pitch. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Clemente settles under this one, and there's 2 away. Two outs, base is empty. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Stan Musial. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. And now 2-1. Inside, just missed. On the ground, right side. Mazeroski throw on to first. And they get Musial for the out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Cardinals 8 and the Pirates 6. So they turn things over to one of their young arms, Gerald Vaughn. And this is the best way to make your major league debut. No one on base. Back here at PNC Park, last chance for the home team. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Ke'Bryan Hayes. And the right-hander's 3-1. And strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And the righty deals. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. And a pitch. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Arenado puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down.
Now batting, right fielder, Roberto Clemente.
Now it's the right fielder, Roberto Clemente. He's already homered in this game. Ball to strike. That one fouled off. Swings and misses, and he's down on strikes for the second time today.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now, just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in, so hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Ralph Kiner will hit next. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back there. And it's gone.
Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. Gave it a great effort, but you know those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
So they're down to their final out. Willie Stargell, the next Pirate to hit. 2-2. Stays alive.
These guys like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
Rocketed out towards right center. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cardinals collect their first win of the season.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
And a final 8-7. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Schaumburg. Thanks for joining us.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals, 8 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Pirates, 7 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 3 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Truly